You! No! Because I'm
Whoa! That guy's had enough.
You little I defended you.
Testosterone kicking in.
Go f*** yourself. You little fucking
Are you getting this? Have you got this?
A little bit. You can't even come. Fuck I
Whoa! Only in the mouth. Soon as that woman intervened and ripped the wig off, yeah, that dude powered down. I don't actually know what the hell happened to cause all this, but yeah, there was a lot of testosterone kicking in, that's for sure. You can't run from who you are, mate. And I think at this point, this guy wasn't convincing anyone he was a woman, because he was clearly looking for a fight, and he got one. Man pretending to be a woman complains about being misgendered at work.
I got so mad at work today, I got misgendered by customers 5 different times. 5 different times. You could obviously tell I am a woman. And I got misgendered 5 different times. I finally yelled at one of the customers and looked at him and says, "Do I look like a goddamn man to you?"
Yeah.
I sure did. And then I told him if he called me a man one more time, I was going to reach across his counter and slap him. Which I got in trouble for and wrote up for at work, because I shouldn't be talking to a customer that way. But damn it, if I tell you that I am a woman, then you need to freaking listen. Because that's what I am. Nobody gets to tell me otherwise. So, yeah, I got misgendered again 5 different times at work today. I guess I need to write she, her on my forehead.
Stop it. Get some help.
Let's be honest here, I don't think anyone on this God's green earth can look at this guy and think he's a woman. My cousin is blind, and if I showed him a picture of this guy, even he would say he's a flipping man. Because I don't think you're convincing anyone, mate, because if anything, you look like the dude from the Goonies. That's all I'm seeing here.
I want to remind everybody, because we are coming out of May, and then there's going to be June, and then there's going to be July.
Well, guys, I just saved you losing brain cells. I think we all knew when we saw the piercings, the blue hair, she was going to say a bunch of bullshit. So I saved you that. Basically, what she's saying is we shouldn't be celebrating the 4th of July for some stupid reason. Yeah, you don't even want to listen to it, trust me.
I recently found out that my plug from when I was in high school is a white nationalist now. And I say now because I think that's a recent thing. Like, I would not have associated with that person if I had known about any such beliefs in high school. But, like, did I just not see it? What? I'm so tremendously disappointed in my own age group. And like the people that I saw every day in school walking around the halls, was it this bad the whole time? I didn't know that it was this bad. Good God.
Again, I feel like a broken record here. But I feel like I'm watching the same person over and over and over and over and over. Or is it me?
There's fascists in Florida, the Nazis in Nashville, tyranny in Tennessee. They're throwing their fit.
Alright, I guess the 3 of us are going across the street that way.
Hi,
how
are
you?
Do you remember me?
I don't. Remind me your name?
Any problems? I'm not going to tell you, but okay. I will remind you. The last time I told you.
Ma'am, don't touch me.
The last time I talked to you.
What?
What?
I couldn't hear the last part.
Oh, I was just saying that you, I was just like, you know what's interesting is...
She just said you got a little Johnson. Like, what's that got to do with anything? Bit weird.
My, friend died because she had high blood pressure. And the hospital wouldn't help her. And that was okay with you guys.
Well, does that make...
I think that's really interesting.
Well, does this sad situation make murder okay?
Who did we murder?
Human beings is what...
Woman.
Nope.
Little
you shouldn't
women.
murder women.
You're dead, though. You didn't hear me.
You should not murder anyone.
This is something we normally see. These people are very emotional and sensitive. If they see something they don't agree with or it doesn't align with their opinion, they're gonna attack you personally. Like, she just walked up to him and said, "You got a little tacker." Like, what kind of argument is that?
You can't afford to go out.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't. Income that came in was $1,600. Rent is $12.
Girl math.
That's your. This is not a joke.
I'm not treating it as a joke. I mean,
it's girl math. Math says it's about 80% of your income.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
that's
bought
wild.
$1 of Apple stock?
Yeah, I tried. I genuinely didn't know what it was, but I've heard people like opening stocks and like getting more money and being successful with it. So I was like, let's try it. And I got 96 cents out of it. So I use a lot of girl math. I use a lot of like.
That, first of all, that was a meme from like 2 months ago. Yeah. The internet moves quick.
Yeah.
And second of all,
it's bad.
Math is the real math when we're actually talking about your life and improving your situation.
But if real math doesn't work, then we transition to girl math and we use it to live.
Oh, your rent of what again?
Almost $1,400.
Okay, it's 70%. 70%. You cannot afford it. It shouldn't be higher than 30%.
Talk about girl math, like what? But this person here, this girl, a lot of people are going through this. A lot of people are really struggling to live, especially in the UK. Like, the average salary is low and the cost of properties, rent, buying a house, everything is super high. Your bills are super high, food prices are super high, petrol, everything. People have just got their head above water and surviving. So this sounds normal to me. It's unfortunate, but it's the way it is. But to her, using girl math and not actually being realistic with her finances is just going to get herself in debt, that's for sure.
So I see a sign you thought Nazis were extinct. Don't buy a swastika. Why are you against Tesla?
That speaks for itself, really. I mean, Elon Musk is he's come out as a Nazi salute. Yeah. Went and supported far-right groups in Germany. You can't give him the benefit of the doubt. What he's doing in America, he's just...
Why the T-Rex outfit, though? What's that got to do with anything?
He's just come out as a fascist. That's you know...
Yeah, so you're worried that he could be interfering with UK politics if he's endorsed Germany?
Well, he is. He's already interfering, isn't he? He's interfering with politics all around the world.
Yeah. Do you think...
He thinks because he's the richest man in the world, he can just interfere in anyone's politics and his way will go, but he's trashed his brand name. That's toxic. Who's going to buy Tesla now? It's toxic worldwide.
A lot of people.
It's a prestige vehicle. If you think there's any toxicity attached to it, you're not going to buy it. So he's trashed his company.
Or maybe people don't give a shit. They just want the car because they want the car, not the politics attached to it. A lot of people like buying clothing brands, not knowing that, you know, some of the factories and how they're actually made is bad, but people just want to buy the clothes.
Boycotts like this will work and tell the UK public to stop buying Tesla?
A worldwide boycott will have an enormous effect on him. Because in America, his market was the more left-wing, more environmentalist.
Yeah.
They're not going to buy it. Are right-wing people going to buy it when on Fox News they're saying, oh, your car's going to get burnt every day? So he's lost his entire market. So now they're trying to say, oh, well, Tesla's going to survive, there's going to be robots. But who's going to buy a Nazi robot? You know, I don't want a Nazi robot. So he's trashed his company.
Yeah, but right now we pay £12.50 to drive into London. I mean, it seems like green energy and green cars are the way forward.
Yeah, I've got. Everyone could buy a green. I've got an electric car. But you don't have to buy a Tesla. Yeah. You know, there's UK green cars, green electric cars. You don't have to buy a Tesla. There's plenty of choice. So you know, if I have a choice between buying a car that's built by a Nazi or one not built by a Nazi, I'm going to buy the one not built by a Nazi. It's as simple as that.
How can we take anyone serious who's dressed up like that? Really? And on their day off, they're out doing that. There's not really someone who clearly thinks straight. And we've got bigger problems in the UK than people driving around in Teslas, believe me.
What am I doing here? What are you doing here today, sir? Can you let me know?
No.
Then I can't let you know what I'm doing. Come on, man.
I need to know what you're doing here.
I need to know what you're doing here.
This is an invasion of my privacy.
In public?
All of these guys, they're masked. They don't tell me.
I'm not masked. You can see my face right now.
But they don't. They look like military.
There's one masked person here.
What is he doing here?
What are you doing here? Uh-oh. It's coming up hot. Coming up heavy.
They've been irritating everyone over here.
Yes, I know.
We have the same issue.
Hey, you don't need to get in my face, bro. You don't need to touch me. You don't need to touch me.
Are you scared?
You don't need to touch me. You don't need to touch me.
That guy's got a Tesla.
You don't need to touch me, bro. What is your problem? Can you stop? What is your problem?
It's on a claim. It's on a claim.
Can you
It's on a
stop?
claim.
That's harassment, though. You want to get the away from me?
Away from me, freak. I'm minding my own business, sir.
This is why you're being posted online. You're going to be famous tomorrow for being a.
No, because you.
There's a
Wait,
masked
sir,
man
sir.
there. It looks like a.
He's a masked man. Oh no.
Sir, are you the one who? Did I roll your window down?
I rolled my window down.
So here,
because I want
wait.
to know what you're doing.
Sir, you rolled your window down and invaded your own privacy. Goodbye.
I don't know why these guys are even in the street filming these people. I don't know if it's to do with Tesla or whatnot, but you can't film people, and then if someone films you, you complain about it. But what these guys should have done is just carried on driving and just carried on with their day, because just getting involved in this conversation, it's never going to go anywhere.
20s. Go hook up with that person you shouldn't be hooking up with. Dating in your 20s is messy. Now is the time to give into the urges and desires so that later on you're not resenting yourself or somebody else for it. You need to stop feeling bad for it. Who cares? We're all gonna laugh about it. We're all gonna die one day.
Make sure you sleep around in your 20s so you don't resent your no. This is not advice. This is a destructive mindset being pushed by broken women who want company in their dysfunction. That's like saying crash a few cars while you're young so you don't regret driving safe later. That doesn't make any sense. And I can't get over the fact that she says this with so much pride, like being emotionally detached is a flex.
Yeah, he's right. And a lot of these women, so that pretty much what they're saying is they want you to buy a 20-year-old Honda Civic, which is beaten up, you know, knackered, needs an MOT bad for the same price as a Ferrari. Yeah, makes no sense.
Sleeping around like this does not make you more powerful. It actually makes you more numb. It rewires your brain to avoid real connection. And one day when you crave something real, love, trust, stability, your brain's not going to know how to handle it because all it knows is temporary. A ton of people do this in their teenage years to their 20s and wonder why they have mental health issues. I did not choose to play that game. I took a different route and did not sleep around. Not because I'm better than anybody, but because I wanted peace and real love. And I have that now. Oh, but we're all going to die anyways. What does it matter? That's true. You're probably going to die first, though. So all I'm saying is this mindset is not bold. It's broken. You don't need more partners. You need more purpose.
That's what I'm talking about!
The inherent fact that men are evil, that is true. Like, man as a whole is evil. Like, just as an entity, a general idea. Men have inflicted violence and oppression on the world in ways that are irreparable. Like, it's okay if we say that out loud. It's okay if we say that men are inherently evil. It's like, it's not all men, but for some reason, always a man. Every time something terrible happens, always a man, like 99% of the time. So I feel like it's a lot simpler than people may think. I don't hate my man.
Sounds like you do.
Most men. And for me, I think given what men have done to me personally, to people I love, and the world as a whole, if they all start guilty and
she had a bad falling out of her father, that's for sure. It's bad enough to say that, but saying that on the internet, that's just next level dumb.
Have to work their way to innocent, it's not really a big deal to me. I feel very like convicted in that. It's very like, if you're not awful, prove it. Quit talking about it and fucking do it. Because the men who complain that they really hate hearing like, oh, what about all men? Oh, all men. A lot of this.
Welcome to your average feminist in 2025. Can you imagine if one of us said this on the internet, or I said this for that matter? Yeah, it'd be a different story, wouldn't it? I can't even begin to process how stupid her statement was. And this is the thing. She's had a bad experience with a guy, father, boyfriend, whatever. And now she's portraying it as every man in the world, which is just brain dead.
You've taken land without asking. You've taken hairstyles without asking. You've even taken food from other countries and then deconstructed it and said that you just made this up. And now you guys are taking a word, a saying, a feeling, black fatigue from them and redefining it. Do you even know what black fatigue is? It's not for white people. It's called black fatigue for a reason, because the black community are fucking tired. They're tired of having to defend themselves. They're tired of having to fight for equality. They're tired. That's why it's called black fatigue, not white fatigue. What the hell is happening?
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
These people that say the things this woman's saying. Just walk through life with that victim mentality and try to put the victim mentality on other people. Like, they just look like they live a miserable life. And they keep saying they're not racist. Everyone needs to stop being racist. They're the ones that keep going on about it. When we were younger, no one spoke about it because no one gave a shit. If someone's a knobhead, someone's a knobhead. If you get on with someone, you get on with someone, regardless of race, colour, whatever. Because remember, these are the same people that say, if you're racially attacked as a white person, it doesn't exist. Racism against white people isn't a thing to these donuts. Good friend of mine's black, and he literally told me, he said he's just tired of these flipping donuts trying to victimize black people. They're tired of that.
Hi, my name is Major Kara Corcoran. I am an infantry officer of the United States Army, and I have been serving for 17 years.
My name is Nicholas Talbot. I am a second lieutenant in the United States Army Reserve, where I have been serving for just over a year.
I'm Erica Vandal. I'm a major in the Field Artillery, Active Duty Army. I've been serving now for 14 years.
My mother was a nurse and my father had served in the military, and a sense of nationalism, pride to our country, and became a huge part of what our family dynamic was, and the sense of patriotism. There was no doubt that I was going to join the military.
I have always had an interest in being part of the military, starting with being a little kid, playing Army on the playground with my friends. As I've gotten older and specialized in my education and my experiences, I've really realized that this is something that I feel called to do.
So I think it was largely due to my father's influence. Watching him as I grew up, put on the uniform, leading soldiers, just being out there as an Army officer, going to the family field days and climbing on the tanks, watching them shoot the cannons, all things like that.
But what happened?
I think from a very young age, I knew I wanted to follow in his footsteps.
The thing is, you can't even blame the military for kicking these people out. I mean, you really can't. That's the military. They take that stuff serious. When you're on the front line or you're defending your country, they take that serious, and they should. Because this is the thing: someone who is confused with who they are, what gender they are, all that stuff. They're dressing up as a woman when they're a dude, and they're around other people, and they're responsible for other people when their lives are on the line. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst...
I already know what's coming.
The sacrilege occurred on February 23rd as Catholics were peacefully praying the rosary on the public sidewalk to oppose a transgender drag queen story hour for children held inside the bookstore Indy Reads Books in Indianapolis, Indiana. It wasn't long before pro-homosexual activists showed up with rainbow flags to heckle and blaspheme. Police officers kindly asked them not to interfere, but it didn't work.
Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Mother of God,
whoa.
pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Police! Police!
Man.
Police!
Arrest her!
Mary, full of grace.
Suddenly, without any warning, a pro-transgender woman attacked the statue of Our Lady of Fatima and tried to carry it away.
Wow.
When one of the pro-family Catholics intervened, she threw the statue on the ground.
To throw the statue on the ground, and that is next level. That really is.
The statue was severely damaged, and the crown of the Virgin Mary was also broken by the desecration. Fortunately, the attacker was arrested while she screamed, insisting that she didn't know what a statue was.
I have 3 men around me. Get off of me. You are hurting me. My hands hurt.
There's 3 men around me, and she's playing the victim, even though she damaged their property and was being the aggressor. Make it make sense. And I'll say it again. Why do all these people look the same?
I don't know what a statue is.
I don't know what a statue is.
I don't know what a statue is. Excuse me. You just hit me. You just hit me. You just hit me. You just kneed me in the Get off of me. Get off of me. Get off of me.
If anyone doesn't believe in demons, I think there's your proof right here. Because every time we see people, spreading the word of God, which people have the right to do, whether you agree with it or not, these people get really heated and triggered by it.
Clearly, those who yell tolerance are not willing to tolerate moral values or the innocence of children.
These people you just can't reason with. Well, we've seen this time and time again. Like, they're always the ones to be the aggressor. And when they see something they don't agree with, they always resort to violence. And they're always saying that they're loving, compassionate. You never see it. Ever. I am yet to see it.
Ask a trans person the gender of their pet, and then ask them how they can tell.
Like, in that time frame of like all that happening, I had like a year of therapy that I paid out of pocket for and made them sign an NDA because life's a little crazy. But anyway.
What the hell is even that? What color are kitties?
Let's see, I've got 2 gray kitties. One orange kitty. Is kitty boy or girl? I have this time around.
How do you know cat is boy?
Oh, actually all my animals are boys.
How do you know cat is boy?
The vet.
Okay.
That's how.
Gotcha, bitch!
I don't really know. I mean, usually the coconuts are very telling.
You can see when that dude asked the question, yeah, he had no idea what to say because he knew he was relating to humans when they're born and a doctor can identify the sex of the baby. You know, they can do that before the baby's born, but these people just want to avoid that because they know that's what it's leading to, and it's just stupid. Trans teacher says he needs a pride flag in his classroom to help students learn math. Right.
High school math teacher and I have a pride flag in my classroom. My job is to teach students math, but it's significantly more than just that. Some of the students that I teach might not have liked their previous math teachers, might not know how to learn math, may have never even passed a math class before. So much of my job is building an atmosphere and a persona that the students feel comfortable learning from me. Because with everyone, especially high school students, learning is scary. Failure is tough. And failure is required to learn. I'm asking my students to be vulnerable with their failures. And in order for them to be vulnerable, they have to feel safe. The pride flag is one of the many ways that I show my kids, regardless of who they are, that you are safe in my class. That no matter who you are.
How though? What the F has a pride flag got to do with kids getting an education? What has that got to do with it? This is what I mean, like, why are these people so fixated on showing and teaching this stuff to kids? Just keep it behind closed doors at home.
Who you love, where you come from, you're welcome here.
Yeah, your job is to teach them, you know, not wave a big pride flag in their face. Because it's always loving and accepting until you disagree with these people. Do what you want to do as an adult, but leave the kids out of it. Leave the kids alone.